Hello, lovely ones. I just wanted to say a massive thank you for the incredible support, the well wishes that you've given me on my thread and the personal messages that you've sent me about my recent skin cancer diagnosis. And it was on my thigh, quite high up on my thigh. Never had any freckles there. And I just wiped my hands against my leg and thought, what's that? And it felt like a bit of biscuit. And there was a possibility it could have been a bit of biscuit as well. And I took a picture of it. And in my mind, there was no doubt what it was. Sent it to the doctors. They said, can you come now? And that was in January. I then went and saw a consultant. He did a biopsy of it on the 14th of February. Results came back in March. I got the results the middle of March. It took over a month. And the consultant said, it's really bad news. I'm very sorry. And in that moment, I thought, oh gosh, it's going to say I've got 6 months to live. And interestingly, what flashed through my mind was, what have I got in the diary in the next 6 months? Oh, I've got 2 events. Great, I get to do those. Genuinely, I know. Then he gave me the stage it was, and it wasn't 6 months to live, and quite the opposite, really. It was the good side of bad. And then on May the 25th, I then had the sentinel node biopsy where they put nuclear dye into the cancer site. And then later that day, they, under general anaesthetic, remove a fuller excavation of the skin cancer area, which is like a big ice cream scoop out of my leg, 4-inch, area that they've operated through. And then also remove my lymph node to biopsy that. And then this week, on the 13th of June, the consultant said it's all clear. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry to cause such a fuss. He said, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's such a small thing. And I think this is all like a lot of attention over it. And he said, well, first of all, you were in our hands. We decided the pace. We decided the procedure. And if you'd have left it a couple of years, we wouldn't have been able to save you. So that really put it into perspective for me. I do have a tennis ball size seroma at the top of my leg that may or may not go down, but glad that I've got a clean bill of health and my life is for the living, and blooming go for it. Hadn't realised my mind had been really brilliant, because I think that, when you walk over red hot coals barefoot, you show up in a very particular way. You rise to the occasion, you align your mind, and my mind naturally aligned itself with, this is where we're at. All the way through, I never went into fear, panic, insecurity. I didn't what if in any particular direction, just stayed present with where it was, and I think that kept my sanity big time. And I did sigh a big sigh of relief, so therefore I must have been holding my breath through it a little bit. But my point is, we deserve to have things looked at, checked out, not to think that it's too small, not to listen to other people's perspective of what might be going on for you. Trust yourself and follow up. If your mind's thinking, well, the NHS is too busy, not for your life. They're not too busy for your life. I'm a lucky lady. I really recognise that. And I almost feel guilty talking about skin cancer as though it's not proper cancer. Anyway, my message is to say to all of you that actually physically came here and helped me, whether that's looking after Lexi, sorting out my critical illness cover, my private medical cover, being a great friend, being a client who said, I'll wait till you are on formally, so rather than you working because you've got the time, and all of you that has just supported my post and those lovely messages, thank you, and take care of you.